Good afternoon. I'm going to continue today with what I was talking about yesterday from a paper written about the systems and the syndrome. The long-range circular nature of the syndrome can be seen in the chieftain. Rewards and punishment occurs in the training of some children, eliciting addictive needs. These needs, unless counteracted, continue into adulthood in more pernicious forms. During his childhood, our chieftain may have received rewards of money from a parent in exchange for certain actions, but his real needs were not satisfied by money. So this could continue into his adult life. Disintegration takes place as a result of the syndrome. In this disintegration, cycles or systems are broken into or disrupted when goods are transferred from them for the sake of the less complex systems. The chieftain's forest has been broken into for his money and for the foreign company's needs. Due to the distancing and or cutoff between rewarded and punished parts, which takes place in the syndrome, feedback is also cut off, leaving the rewarded insulated from the severe needs of the disfavored. The chieftain and his family now spend more time than they used to communicating with people from the foreign power, and less time with those who suffer because of the trade-offs of parts of the forest. And there is another problem related to feedback in this syndrome. Parts of systems experience the meeting of their needs in the exchange of resources as positive feedback. The chieftain and his family feel he's done something right when they see all the money. But this feedback is misleading, since the needs and survival of the rest of the whole more complex system are negatively affected by the exchange. The forest people suffer, and needs of part of the foreign power are met, but the overall damage isn't noticed or felt in their nation or by the chieftain's family. And also, it's not an authentic need that's being met. The rich are getting richer. The rich don't need to get richer. They have enough. That's not an authentic need when a person has an addiction to wanting more and more and more money, which is very typical today in our system, which is very addicted, I believe. Our syndrome of today, where the rich become richer and richer and want to get richer. The following gives an overview of the syndrome. Systems with addictive needs cooperate with other systems. The chieftain cooperates with the foreign company. One system rewards only the less complex of the part of the more complex in exchange for resources from the whole system, which are meant for the company, which is a part of another more complex system. The foreign power gives money to the chieftain, or maybe it's the company, could be either one, and the logging company becomes wealthy. Each system rewards the part which will best be able to obtain those resources, which will best meet addictive needs of its own part. This syndrome occurs within an overarching system. Both nations are part of the world system. Within the system, splits develop. between the rewarded parts and those not rewarded, from which oftentimes resources are taken with needs not being met. The chieftains group is split off from the forest peoples. The most complex overarching system is being destroyed in the process, with an illusion of health and prosperity in the rewarded parts of the system. The chieftain's nation seems to be thriving if one looks only at the chieftain and his family and friends. As the syndrome progresses through time and through systems, resources are increasingly depleted as they are repeatedly used for insatiable, addictive needs of the rewarded systems. Soon there are almost no forests left in the chieftain's nation. The situation worsens with the decrease in healthy systems. The situation worsens with the decrease in healthy systems that could have worked together through natural activity to get needs met. Now, unmet needs abound in many areas of many systems. Many suffer from unemployment with no forests to work in, a lack of medical care with the loss of herbal plants, lack of food, etc., etc. In the foreign power, some companies are going bankrupt because they are located near the headquarters of this logging company and can't compete with its cheaper logs. The rewards and punishment syndrome takes on a hierarchical structure. In it, the foreign power is above the chieftain's nation and other similar nations. The top part of the hierarchy is overloaded with resources, leading to waste. For example, furniture made from cheap logs is getting to be so inexpensive that people easily throw it out and get new furniture. The imbalance becomes more exaggerated as the syndrome grows exponentially. More and more nations are dealing with the foreign power, with more and more addictive exchanges of products and raw materials. Eventually, in order to maintain this rewards and punishment imbalance, tremendous violent capabilities are maintained and or occupied. The foreign power maintains its position over other nations with a large naval fleet. The rewards and punishment syndrome depends on violence. The process itself can be seen to be very violent because natural systems are broken into for their resources. Threat of violence at times encourages acceptance of the rewards and punishment syndrome. When a chieftain refuses to cooperate with a foreign power, the power can threaten to attack the tribe. Violence holds unfavored, non-rewarded systems at bay. The chieftain can maintain warriors so the forest people don't revolt. And violence rewards those systems which it does not attack. After having been under threat, those nations not attacked are being rewarded over those attacked. And a system may violently take another system's resources. The power may invade and take another nation's land. Feedback, let's see now, where am I? Feedback is also cut off, leaving the rewarded insulated from the severe needs of the disfavored. The chieftain and his family now spend more time than they used to communicating with people from the foreign power. and less time with those who suffer because of the trade-offs of parts of the forest. So the chieftain gets his feedback from the foreign power people, and they really don't know the same things that his own people know. So they're not giving him the feedback. They probably say everything is fine as far as we know. So he's not getting the feedback anymore that he used to. And there's another problem related to feedback in this syndrome. Parts of systems experience the meeting of their needs in the exchange of resources as positive feedback. The chieftain and family feel he's done some. I think I read this before, didn't I? Yes, I read this whole page ahead of time. Okay, and I just read this page. I'm getting all mixed up here. Where am I? I guess I finished the whole thing. Okay, I have a little added part at the end. And this is it. Let me see, how much more time is there? Oh, I'm already just about finished. So I guess I'll leave this for the next time. I'm sorry I can't read this last part, which I like. But I can't do it. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Or you'll see me.